Well, the GOP has been slammed for their big divide, but the Democrats still don't have a presumptive nominee themselves. So what challenges does Hillary face in unifying the Democratic Party if she wins? Here to weigh in is our political panel again, Democratic strategist and pollster for Schoen Consulting, Jessica Tarlov, and senior advisor and national spokesperson for MoveOn.org, Karine Jean-Pierre. Thank you for sticking around with us. We appreciate it. So, Jessica, I'll start with you again. And speaking of Hillary Clinton, people have faith in her. I mean, 52% of people, the Democrats, say that she can bring the party together. 60% say that she's likely to get things done once she gets to Washington. So what challenges does she face?
I think that she really has to go after tackling her negatives, and that's mostly with the honesty and trustworthiness here. You know, liberals, especially very progressive liberals, have felt that, you know, she's only moving to the left because of Bernie Sanders, and I understand why they feel that way. You know, reversals on the Keystone Pipeline, TPP. She has that strange position where she's only for a $12 minimum wage, but says that she's also for the fight for 15. I personally agree with her position there on the 12 with the Senate Democrats, but I understand the cautiousness about that. So I think that she really needs to go out there. She needs to speak openly and honestly about who she is, and I know that that's going to be a lot easier as we get closer to the general election and gets past this nominating process. But I think that people need to feel like they can connect better to her if she's going to be able to unify.
Well, Karine, you know, Bernie Sanders is not having that problem. People do think that he is trustworthy. And is there anything that he can do to help Hillary unify the party and overcome that issue?
Look, Heather, I was part of the Obama campaign in 2008, and I was at the convention in Denver, and we were all on pins and needles waiting to hear what Hillary Clinton was going to say. And what she did is that she leaned in and gave a compelling speech as to why she was supporting President Obama, and delivered her supporters to him. So it's doable. I think Bernie Sanders at the convention could do the same. And as we all know, his message of you know, breaking the big banks, $15 minimum wage, has really resonated, and these are the things that the platform that Hillary Clinton and her team have to really take on in order to win those voters, those liberal, progressive, new apolitical voters that he's brought to the table.
He has, but 24% of them, according to some polls, say that they will not vote for Hillary Clinton, that they would either not vote altogether, or some of them would go over to Trump's side. So that remains to be seen what will happen there. Now, Democrats openly hoping for a Clinton-Warren ticket. That's something that's been tossed around. Will America vote for an all-female team, though? Karine, I'll start with you on this.
Look, you know, one of the products of having a Bernie Sanders who started off as a protest candidate and now became a real candidate, right, as we saw very early on in this year, is that now we have these progressive issues that are out there. The Democratic Party is changing, and it's no surprise that Elizabeth Warren is being talked about, and other progressives as well are on the list. So not a surprise. Look, Elizabeth Warren has policies that she's introduced in the U.S. Senate that really speaks to the Democratic base. Not surprising at all. You know, if it's going to work, two women on a ticket, I'm not 100% sure, but we've seen the same gender on the ticket for the last 200 years, and it hasn't affected the ticket at all. So,
and, you know, Jessica, also that would play into some of the issues in terms of demographics that Donald Trump has. So how would that affect
Absolutely,
him?
but I think only one woman will still be enough there to fight Donald Trump on that issue, and I don't think that Elizabeth Warren is necessarily the right choice. I mean, she's phenomenal, and everyone should look at her tweets from last week to Donald Trump to see just how wonderful she is and what a great attack dog I think that she will be throughout this campaign. But I don't actually see her being the VP pick there, and I think that Clinton is going to pick up a progressive man as her sidekick.
All right. Well, her sidekick.
Her very important sidekick. The most important sidekick in the world. Yeah.
All right. Karine, thank you for joining us. Jessica as well.
Thanks,
we appreciate your insight, as always.